In this new war era, silence doesn't imply peace, it implies surveillance. And intelligence is no longer only gathered from satellites. It is gathered from drones flying unseen beyond enemy lines. The future of American armed forces will not be driven by manned aircraft or ground forces, but by robots that perceive, think, and fly. And with AI flying into the skies, companies like Anduril, Shield AI, and Martin UAV are leading that charge. It's no longer the age of drones. This is the era of smart war robots, and an open sky that once represented a frontier is now a war zone of intellect. Anduril Industries, reprogramming the battlefield. In the heart of California's tech innovation corridor, a company is rewriting the rulebook for military technology, not with jets or tanks, but with code. Anduril Industries, founded by Oculus creator Palmer Luckey, is a name now echoing across defense departments worldwide. Their approach is radical. Warfare must be autonomous, data-driven, and smart. Their tools, artificial intelligence, real-time systems, and machines that think before they act. At the core of Anduril's ecosystem is the Lattice OS, a battlefield operating system that brings all their assets into synchronized harmony. It is not simply a control hub, it's an intelligent system that can detect threats, analyze intent, and make tactical decisions faster than any human commander. Lattice integrates drone feeds, satellite imagery, ground-based sensors, radar, and even third-party defense tools to paint a complete picture of the operational environment in real time. Consider their Ghost drone, a quiet, agile quadrotor designed for ISR missions, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. Deployed in seconds, the Ghost can fly in GPS-denied zones, navigate urban environments, and track targets using onboard vision and edge AI processing. It doesn't rely on an operator telling it where to go every second. Instead, it identifies pathways, avoids obstacles, and finds its mark, even in a communications blackout. Ghost is more than a drone, it's a scout with a brain. Sent into dense forests, hostile villages, or complex urban battlefields, it collects and processes data on the move, sending back intelligence that could mean the difference between success and disaster. What once took hours to assess now takes moments, thanks to the AI brain embedded in each aircraft. But Anduril's impact doesn't stop with reconnaissance. The ALTIUS family of loitering munitions redefines how the military delivers strikes. ALTIUS drones can circle an area for extended periods, awaiting the command, or in some cases, the AI logic to act. Once a target is confirmed, the drone converts from observer to weapon in seconds. It is surgical, autonomous, and relentless. Anduril's design philosophy is simple yet powerful. Humans should focus on strategy, not micromanagement. Their systems are meant to execute high-level intent while handling the details autonomously. On today's battlefields, the complexity of multi-domain operations, air, land, sea, cyber, demands decision-making at a speed no human can match. That's where Lattice excels. It runs simulations, compares historical data, predicts enemy moves, and recommends optimal responses, often without requiring a finger to touch a keyboard. The result? Faster OODA loops: observe, orient, decide, act. Where traditional militaries lag, Anduril systems race ahead. Anduril is now heavily integrated into both the U.S. Department of Defense and allied nations' defense frameworks. Its autonomous capabilities are used not just in combat zones, but also for border security, facility defense, and even strategic deterrence. To its critics, Anduril represents the automation of lethal power. To its defenders, it's a necessity in a world where threats move at machine speed. But regardless of perspective, one fact remains. Anduril isn't building tools for yesterday's wars. It's building the foundation for wars no human has fought yet. Shield AI teaching drones to think. In San Diego, California, another vanguard of military AI is taking flight. While Anduril programs the battlefield, Shield AI is creating something even more audacious: an artificial intelligence pilot capable of navigating the world without human help, without GPS, and without error. Their goal? To make drones that can fly and fight entirely on their own. Their innovation begins with a deceptively small piece of hardware, The Nova 2 drone. Compact, quiet, and designed for indoor reconnaissance, Nova 2 is used by elite special operations teams in situations where failure is not an option. But the real magic isn't the drone. It's what flies it, an AI pilot called Hivemind. Hivemind isn't just a navigation tool. It's an autonomous intelligence capable of real-time decision-making in hostile, unknown environments. Drop Nova into a building it's never seen, and Hivemind will scan the environment, map it in 3D, avoid obstacles, recognize doors, find enemy combatants, and relay that information to operators, all in seconds. Nova isn't remote-controlled, it's independent. It thinks on its feet, if drones had feet. And this isn't just theory. Nova and Hivemind have already been deployed in classified missions. They've cleared buildings before troops enter. They've saved lives by identifying threats behind closed doors. They've enabled special forces to fight smarter, not harder. Shield AI sees autonomy not as a feature, but as a necessity in modern war. In places where GPS is jammed or spoofed, in cities where radio signals are blocked by concrete, in operations where stealth is everything, Hivemind shines. The system doesn't just follow pre-written instructions, it learns. Every time it flies, it improves. Every room mapped becomes part of its growing dataset. Shield AI has trained Hivemind in millions of simulation hours and continues to update it with new data from real-world operations. Their long-term ambition goes beyond small UAVs. Shield AI is now applying Hivemind to larger aerial vehicles, some the size of fighter jets. They're aiming to make entire fleets of autonomous aircraft capable of escorting manned aircraft, conducting deep reconnaissance, or striking targets independently. Shield AI envisions a world where one human operator can oversee an entire swarm of intelligent drones, each one coordinating with the others, sharing data, dividing objectives, and adjusting strategies in real time. The military implications are profound. Imagine 10 autonomous aircraft performing electronic warfare, ISR, and kinetic missions simultaneously, without the latency of human command chains. And while critics debate the ethics of lethal autonomy, Shield AI stresses its focus on saving lives, especially those of U.S. and allied personnel. The more intelligent the machine, the fewer humans need to walk into danger. In a future defined by unpredictability, Shield AI isn't building robots. They're building pilots who never sleep, never panic, and never hesitate. Martin UAV, the vertical Vanguard. While the world watches the skies for futuristic drones, Martin UAV is looking at something more immediate: mobility. Where Anduril and Shield AI deal in high-concept autonomy, Martin UAV solves a more fundamental problem. How do you get advanced drones where they're needed, fast? The answer? The V-BAT. The V-BAT is a vertical takeoff and landing, VTOL, drone. But don't let the acronym fool you. This aircraft is redefining what unmanned aerial vehicles can do in austere, chaotic environments. It lifts off like a helicopter, then transitions to fixed-wing flight, giving it the maneuverability of a rotorcraft and the endurance of a plane. This hybrid design isn't just clever engineering, it's battlefield necessity. In the real world, soldiers can't always rely on runways. They need assets that can launch from ship decks, jungle clearings, desert outposts, or even urban rooftops. The V-BAT answers that call, compact enough for rapid deployment, but powerful enough for long-endurance missions. The V-BAT has quickly become a favorite of the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps. It's used for ISR, electronic warfare, target acquisition, and maritime patrol. But what makes the V-BAT exceptional isn't just how it flies, it's how flexible it is. The platform can carry a variety of payloads: HD electro-optical cameras, thermal sensors, communication relays, electronic jammers, or specialized sensors depending on mission needs. With plug-and-play architecture, operators can reconfigure the drone in the field in minutes. And now that Martin UAV has joined forces with Shield AI, the V-BAT is gaining new capabilities, namely autonomy. Hivemind, Shield AI's brainchild, is being integrated into the V-BAT platform, turning it from a remotely operated ISR tool into a fully autonomous combat platform. This transformation means a Marine unit could deploy a V-BAT from an island beachhead, assign it a patrol pattern, and let it fly for hours, adjusting course, responding to threats, and providing live intelligence, all without constant operator input. In this configuration, the V-BAT is no longer just a drone. It becomes a persistent eye in the sky, a force multiplier, a digital scout working tirelessly while its human counterparts rest, regroup, or redeploy. Its ability to adapt to rapidly shifting operational needs makes it especially suited for expeditionary warfare, where unpredictability is the only constant. Martin UAV's ethos is clear. Build tools that are fast to deploy, easy to use, and adaptable to the unknown. Their work reflects a recognition that the battlefield is no longer about air superiority alone, it's about flexible aerial access anywhere, anytime. Three companies, three visions, one revolution. Anduril is creating a thinking battlefield where sensors, drones, and AI work in concert to respond faster than the enemy. Shield AI is building autonomous pilots that never tire, never panic, and can fly where no human can go. Martin UAV is putting vertical power into the hands of frontline troops, bringing flexible air power to every corner of the globe. Together, they're reshaping the tools of national defense, not for war's sake, but for strategic superiority, mission flexibility, and most importantly, saving lives. The machines of tomorrow are not just flying, they're learning, they're adapting, and they're changing everything. The age of intelligent war machines has arrived, and America's drone Vanguard is leading the charge. Thanks for watching. If you found this documentary insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to support more deep dives like this.